Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys 25 things that I no longer buy. This is part of my minimalism series, which is an ongoing series. You can go ahead and check my minimalism playlist. I'll have it linked up above and down in the description box. So without further ado, let's get into it. This one I've mentioned before, but it is tampons and pads. So what I use is a combination of the Diva Cup and reusable pads. This is what works best for me. I used postpartum pads after giving birth. I used the Diva Cup while traveling abroad. I didn't have to worry about finding or procuring pads or tampons while I was traveling overseas, sometimes in very remote areas where you couldn't find a store to pick up those products. And yeah, it was just wonderful to have my Diva Cup on hand. I also feel like they're a lot more sanitary. You're able to boil them in water and you don't produce any waste in the process of using a Diva Cup or reusable pads. So this is my go-to. It's what I always do. I cannot foresee myself ever going back to disposable feminine products. I do not buy at-home wax kits or like hair removal kits. I actually make my own sugar wax. It's so simple. You need sugar, a lemon, and water, and you can make either a soft wax or hard wax. Before I made my own homemade wax, I would buy these like pre-cut strips of wax, and I just realized that it was so much more cost-effective and zero waste to make my own wax at home. So that's basically what I do now. I don't buy those kits anymore. I do not buy false lashes. I just use mascara. And honestly, it's just way more work to try to put on false lashes than it is for me to put on a couple coats of mascara in the morning and then do a nice little oil cleanse in the evening. I do not buy excessive makeup. I obviously own makeup. You can see I have makeup on my face, but I do not buy makeup in excess. Makeup can be something that we acquire, and we can acquire a lot of it. You can get so many different eyeshadow palettes and different, I don't know, blushes and tons of different lipsticks and lip products, and I just don't want to do that anymore because I was finding that I was just throwing out makeup because it would go old before I ever got the opportunity to finish a palette or finish an eyeshadow or a lip gloss or a lipstick. So I'm not going to throw my money away anymore. I'm going to be wise about the makeup that I bring into my life, and I do what I like to call capsule makeup collection, and I just have some main products that I always use. I have a couple of lip products just to give my capsule a little variety. And for the most part, I have a pretty consistent makeup routine. We do not buy wipes in our home, believe it or not. We have been living wipe-free for years now. Instead of using wipes, we use reusable cloth wipes. Basically, the way it's worked in our home is we had cloth wipes that were solely for changing our daughter's diaper, cleaning her up. And then we have cloth napkins that are used for wiping our hands or our faces after we eat a meal. Number 6, we do not buy, and it's kind of in the same vein of wipes, and I'm sure you can guess, it's tissue boxes. I think when my husband first married me, he was used to having tissue boxes as something he grew up with, but I told him we just use toilet paper to blow our nose when we're sick, or better yet, get a handkerchief. That's all we do. Number 7, we also don't purchase paper towels. We have, like I mentioned, cloth napkins for using during meal times, and then we also have cleaning rags that we use for cleaning up messes. The same vein of paper towels, we also don't buy paper plates. I grew up in a home where we always used paper plates, and as I got older, I thought, why aren't we using this like beautiful dishware that we own? It doesn't make any sense. Even when we have guests over or like a large dinner party, which obviously has not happened in a long while, but when we would do that in times past, we always used our dishware. So I don't buy paper plates. Number 9 is any sort of plastic cutlery, so plastic spoons, plastic knives, plastic forks. We just don't buy any of that. Number 10 is we don't buy pens. I can't remember the last time I bought a pack of pens. We own so many, and somehow new ones keep arriving into our home. Get a pen from this place, get a pen from that place. The next thing you know, we have a giant collection of pens that we never even purchased. I just want to work through what we have. So I haven't bought new pens in a very long time. Number 11 is sponges for dishes. We use these really nice scrub brushes that are very efficient. We also use like a copper mesh scrubber as well to get some of like more caked on type items, but that's really all we use. Don't use sponges. Okay, number 12. I don't buy multiple cleaning products. I don't own like 1,001 different cleaning products. We have 3. I have a glass cleaner, I have an all-purpose cleaner that I literally use on pretty much everything, and then I have a disinfecting cleaner. Okay, number 13 is disposable cleaning wipes. I know these became all the rage during the pandemic, right? Those Lysol wipes, those Clorox disinfecting wipes. I just use our disinfecting spray with our cleaning rags, and that's it. We're on number 14, and that is do not buy fabric softener. We don't buy fabric softener. I use actually a little bit of vinegar in the rinse if we want to soften up our fabric. We truly don't really do that very often either. I've just found we don't really need fabric softener. In that same vein, we don't buy dryer sheets. What we use is those reusable cotton wool balls that you throw into the dryer. I feel like these are pretty popular nowadays. We use essential oils on top of the wool balls if we want to scent our laundry, but honestly, I don't think that happens too often. Number 16, we do not buy plastic water bottles. Sometimes when I go to the store and I see people just like buying those cases of plastic water bottles, it makes my like soul hurt just a little bit because you're wasting money, you're creating a lot of like waste, and really I don't know if I want to be drinking my water out of those plastic water bottles. We use reusable water bottles, and everybody in our home has one. My husband has a water bottle, I have a water bottle, my daughter has a water bottle, and I think we have an extra one just in case we like misplace one of our other ones, which does happen kind of often. Similarly, we do not buy the plastic gallon-sized water containers, water jugs, whatever you call them. We just don't buy them. We have a water filtering system at home and we use that instead. Number 18 is we do not buy liquid body soap in a plastic container. Instead, we just buy bars of soap. I like to use the Dr. Bronner's bar Castile soap. I do also like to purchase from our area, from different kind of boutique shops that sell these, you know, gorgeous handmade soaps. I've never felt like my skin has suffered from having a bar of soap, and I've dealt with extremely dry skin that is eczema prone. I just make sure my bar soap has very clean ingredients. Yeah, it's been wonderful using bar soap. My whole family uses bar soap. Number 19, we do not buy cotton rounds or cotton balls. I have a couple different sets of cotton rounds that I use for different things. The ones that I use for my nails are in the black color. The ones that I use on my face are in the white color. And that's how I keep them separated. Number 20 are disposable razors. I use a safety razor. I love that you don't have to throw out the whole entire razor. You just have to throw out the blade once it's dull, and then that can be recycled because it's fully metal and it's really that simple. Number 21 is we do not purchase books. I very rarely purchase books, and if I do, they usually are in a Kindle format just because I don't want the clutter of acquiring more and more books. On occasion, I do like a physical hard copy book. There's something so cathartic about being able to open the book and flip the pages. Now that our libraries are like semi-open, we can go for like a curbside pickup. I've been getting books. I currently have 3 checked out from the library. And that's what I do instead of purchasing new books. Number 22 is plastic bags at the grocery store. If you live in my state, which is California, you have to pay to buy the plastic bags. I just thought this is ridiculous. I have to pay for these plastic bags, and on top of that, it's a one-time use bag most of the time. It ends up just in the trash most of the time after you're done grocery shopping. It just seems like ridiculous. Like, why wouldn't we bring our own bags? I don't know. Anyways, I digress. So what I had them do was not bag it at all. I just had them put everything back in the grocery cart. I went out to my car. I had my reusable bags in the back of my trunk, and I just bagged my groceries myself right then and there. I actually preferred it that way because less people were handling and touching all of my groceries. Number 23 is we don't buy cling wrap in our home. The other day I was marinating some meat, some chicken for our dinner, and I used a tea towel instead to cover the glass bowl that I'd put the meat with the marinade in. And that's what I use instead of plastic wrap. Number 24, craft supplies. On occasion, I might go to the store and pick up like 1 or 2 craft supplies, but it's usually for my daughter, and it's usually to do some type of activity or project with her because she really enjoys that. But for the most part, we keep it very minimal. I have a very small contained space of where craft supplies are housed. And if it goes or exceeds that space, then nothing else comes in. Number 25. Woo, we made it, guys. Number 25 is seasonal decor. When my husband and I first got married, we went out and bought decor for Christmas. And since then, I've bought a couple of pieces for like Halloween/Thanksgiving, but we don't buy seasonal decor. This year, my daughter really wanted to decorate for Halloween, and so I went to my parents' house, aka Mamazon, because they have so many things, and we just picked out a couple of cute little Halloween decorations and we put that around our house. And the lovely part is it gets to go back to my mom's house after we're done. And I promise I'm not the Grinch. Like, we definitely do decorate. We definitely get a tree, but we do it, I think, more intentionally and minimally than maybe some people. Thanks for sticking through and watching with me. If you liked this content, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Check out my minimalist playlist. I'll have it linked down below and it should be up in the cards. And as always, you guys, I thank you so much for supporting my little channel and for supporting me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.